I can't promise you that dark clouds will never hover over our lives or that the future will bring us many rainbows. I can promise you my everlasting devotion, my loyalty, my respect, and my unconditional love for a lifetime. I can promise that I'll willingly be your protector, your advisor, your counselor, your friend, your family, your everything. I promise you.
One of the promises Milan made me when we started dating was that he would show me the world, kind of like Aladdin. So I'm gonna hold him to that.
The way that Sanjana and I met was on our medical school campus.
Oh my goodness. So we have different stories of how we met. So I'm not sure what he told you. My story of how we met was in the Commons. We met in medical school and I was down there and he was playing ping pong against one of our mutual friends. But I walked past them and I don't know why. I think it was my way of flirting. I hit his ping pong ball away before he could hit it. And he basically lost the game, but it's fine. Because then we started talking and I think our first conversation was about podcasts because we're nerds and that's what we talk about.
So I saw her kind of walking in her blue scrubs. I noticed right away this really beautiful girl and I was like, I have to say hi. So
he's obviously at school we're always wearing our scrubs. He was probably wearing his teal colored scrubs. Okay. And I wear blue colored scrubs. That's how you differentiate the classes. I was like a first year and he was a second year. I think he was like, who are in the blue scrubs? I'm gonna spot them and see if there's any cute girls. And then obviously.
Her smile, I think, was the biggest thing that stood out to me the most. Just the way it lights up the room anywhere she walks in. And
he just lights up the whole room when he walks in. And so I sent him a list of podcasts I was listening to after I saw him that day. And we were just messaging each other on, I think, Facebook. For weeks after that. And then finally he asked me on our first date.
She has a huge heart. She makes her friends and family feel taken care of. She goes above and beyond for them, whether it's birthdays, whether it's, a sad event in their life or a happy event. She'll go out of her way and she'll brighten up their days. And
I think the biggest thing that attracted me to Milan initially was his confidence. There was some sort of thing about him that just radiated this confidence, but also this type of energy that was just so pure. Like the type of person you would want to be around all the time. I think it's not just the way he greets people, which is with this classic, yo.
Yo, welcome to our home in Wrigleyville.
He always does that. And I think just his energy that he brings into every room has been the main thing that has kept me attracted to him even now.
The best way I can describe is that she's a very homey person. I love coming home to her. She makes my life very awesome in every way, whether it's the way she sets up our place or the way that she just knows what I need without me even saying it. She just gets me, and I think that's what I love most about her.
So as much as I love Milan, he does drive me a bit crazy.
What drives me the craziest about Sanjana is how particulate she is.
I mean, in any good relationship, I think that's normal. It first started with the dishes.
She is a perfectionist, so she needs things to be a certain way.
Just piling up. And then it was the laundry. But there's nothing about him that you can't hate. He's just so great and beautiful inside and out.
It's also one of her strengths too, because it makes her a very decisive, strong person, very determined. So, even though it drives me crazy at times, I think it's one of her greatest strengths, and it really comes in handy a lot of times. In the next 5 years, we see ourselves finally working as real doctors, not in residency.
Maybe we'll have a kid. I don't know. Wherever life takes us, but we'll finally be full attendings and not in residency. Milan and I probably will be in the suburbs with a dog, maybe 10. 30 years from now, I would hope that I'm retired at least. Milan can still work, he's got the energy.
Hopefully, maybe retired. I know we've talked about this. I don't think I ever want to retire. I always want to continue working, but I want to make sure, that 30 years from now, we're just extremely happy. We've done what we've wanted. We haven't had any regrets in anything. Also, 30 years from now, I don't want us to think that we're old. That's a perspective. I want us to always continue living like we're young and always reminding ourselves.
I would love to be retired, going on my trips with the girls, and maybe with Milan once in a while. Just catching up with our kids, our family, and having a lot of parties hosted at our place.
Life is really busy and we can get bogged down with all the different things, work, all the responsibilities that we have. But I think just remembering to take life as it comes, be present in every moment, and be with each other in every moment. And I think that's what I would always remind myself of. And no matter how tough things are getting or how good things are, just remember to be in that moment and remember that we're always going to be there for each other and we're always stronger together.
I think in the future, especially when things get hard, I always want us to remember where we started. Our relationship was not easy. We had to navigate being married legally without a full marriage due to COVID. And honestly, we went through a pandemic as working as healthcare workers, and we made it out even stronger than we went into it. And if we can get through that, I think we can get through a lot. And I also just want us to remember not to take anything too seriously. I think that life goes by so fast, and we've already been seeing that in our relationship. We're like wondering where the years have gone, and it's only been 4 or 5 years since I've met him, but it just feels like we've done so much and there's so much more that we can do. So I just want us to take advantage of every moment.
Sanjana, we're finally here after 2 years of trying to plan this crazy event. But I just want you to know that we have an amazing lifetime of memories to make. I'm so lucky to have you in my life and to have you be my partner by my side for all the thick and thin that we're going to go through and all the different obstacles we'll face. Sure, we don't know what those are right now, but just know that I'm always going to be there for you in every way. I'm never going to leave your side. And whatever it may be, just know you can always depend on me.
Milan, we finally made it. We've been planning this wedding for I don't even know how long now, but I'm so happy to be here by your side. There's no one else in the world that I could imagine being here with, and I'm even more happy that we can finally spend this moment with our family and friends who are all here today. I know that's something that was so important to us, and that's why we wanted to keep this day strong and going, and we've planned so much for today. And I just love you so much. I'm so excited for our future together. And I'm ready to dance the night away.
We're so happy to have you guys here, and it's gonna be a great night. I don't know.
What do I do with my hands? I never know what to do with my hands.